Hey, family. This is very informal, but when God is placing something on your heart to speak on His behalf, you got to be obedient. So that's all I'm doing is being obedient. I have been coming to this same park for about a week, and I am a part of a group called Gaia's Guardians from some beautiful, powerful spiritual women on Facebook, and they practice different things. But what we were doing, the reason why we came together was to heal, intentionally heal, like we would, we would pick different states to heal. So the first state that we picked was California. So we all just came together. We went to wherever our spirit was calling us to go, and so I came to this park. So since coming here, this tree has had 4 owls in it, representing wisdom, right? Secrets, hidden knowledge, truth. And then there were fish, and then there's always hawks and ducks and things. But being a shaman, I am connected to all of it, and I realize that is truly God's beauty. Like, that is God showing Himself right in your face. So I always acknowledge it. So just the other day, I had to have a sit down with God, and I just went to a secret place with Him. And the crowning, the blessing that He gave me was so beautiful. I couldn't even, I did a voice memo so that I could have it. And the way that God was speaking through me was crazy. It was just so powerful. And I took from that my spiritual authority. And that's basically what I came here to tell you today. If you know, hands down, that you serve God and God alone, it don't matter what nobody else has to say. There's going to be people who is going to talk about your relationship, and you want to know why? Because they see your ranking. They know that you might rank a little bit higher when it comes to spiritual authority. And so they don't want you to be successful. They want you to continue to be beneath them. And whatever manner that means, whether it's with your finances, whether it's with your relationships, with your health, and I've dealt with all of that. I felt the projections from, family and friends, so-called friends who, throughout my life, I was heavy. I was all of these things that everybody else tried to just give me. But when I sat down with God 2 days ago at 31, He said, no, I'm going to let you know why. He told me that He has given me, He speaks through me quite often, and that He gives me hidden secrets and wisdom to share to His people. And that just, it floored me. It floored me. So I just wanted to come and share that because He was really placing it on my heart. I haven't did a YouTube, I haven't did a YouTube video in so long, and I'm just like, God, what do I talk about? And He said, what did I just tell you? I put a post so you can look at the post and read exactly what was said, because it was the transcript. And the last thing He told me, because I was going through it, the full moon in Scorpio was just the other day. And so everything felt intense, right? Hold on 1 second. Sit down. Because you tripping. Everything felt intense. And right before the full moon, I came to the park again. And there was a dead fish. And so I was like, not that it's dead, and I worried about that. And then there were no more owls. The owls never, they left. And then that's when God was saying, so the night of the full moon, which was Tuesday, I went out and it rained. I went out and I sent on some healing energy, and I just really prayed and meditated for the city of St. Louis. And I was asking God to clear that energy. I come back to the park. Now, this dead fish had been laying in the same spot for 3 days. I come back to the park on the 4th day. No, it was 2 days. I come back to the park on the 3rd day, and the fish is washed away. And when I went outside and started praying, I kept hearing, and God did tell me, he said, you are in fact a shaman. You're just afraid to fail. So that was something. And I was like, wow, And he was like, you don't have to be afraid of failing. And what he equated fail to is fall. And he's like, when things fall along your path, it's for other people to find on their path. Just like you find a hawk feather on your path, that hawk was meant to lose that feather just for you. So now, naturally, the things that you lose are going to be treasure for somebody else on their journey. Mind blown yet again. So after that, sit down, because you playing with me. I get to doing too much and not paying her no attention. She started doing too much. And that's how God talks to me. He like, oh, you think you're doing this on your own? I'm going to send you a dead fish. And I felt the energy of that dead fish. And I was like, oh, something is coming. So I went outside. And as I began to pray, I kept hearing, shaman rain, shaman rain, shaman rain. And I just leaned into that. I'm like, I am shaman rain. And it started to pour. I mean, pour down rain. And then when I said this ceremony is complete, the rain did not stop, but it was very light. So God has really been showing himself. And I say thank you all the time. Now, when he told me that I was the bird and I was clearing that energy, me and Isla came to the park the next day and the fish was gone. Day 3, the fish was gone. But guess what was in place? A bird. God told me that I am the bird. He said, you are the hawk. You are the owl. Because I was worried that no owls. Once there were 4 owls, then there were 2 owls, and one of them flew away right in front of me in the middle of the daytime. It's 12 o'clock noon, and the owl flies from one tree to another, letting me know your job here, what you have done is good. Then the next day, there were no owls. And I'm like, where's the owls? There's a dead fish. I need the owls. I need that wisdom. I need it. God said it's already in you. God said it's already in you. So I'm telling you that. Like, y'all need to stop feeling like these things are outside of yourself. When you acknowledge who God is, period, point blank, God will show up and show you exactly what God can do. And that was all from being in this group. And God was showing me in this group that this was going to help me with my awakening. This group was going to help me get what I needed for myself, gain that spiritual authority, gain that confidence in who God has called me to be, regardless of what anybody else says about who I am. They're always going to come and try and throw you off your game. But the way that God speaks to me is so beautiful. So we get to the park, the fish is gone, but there is a huge white herring. Now, the other day I said, heron. The other day I said, when the owl flew past, I could hear the owl's wings. I've never heard a bird that big fly so close to me because I was close to the owl when it took off from the tree. So naturally, after I say that, God said, okay, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something bigger than the owl. I'm going to bring the heron. And it was in this water. Let me show you the water. Now, this is like sewage water, and this is the water that I come to. Not this specific part. But this is where we go. This is where I come to. And I give it all to God. Do you see it ain't clean? It's all type of garbage and everything. But God brought me here to clean it up. He said, I need you to understand your mission. And I did. And so I even got it on video. If you go look at my shorts, you will see me saying thank you to the bird yesterday. And no sooner than I said thank you, the bird flew off. So majestic, so elegant. And after I cut my phone off and just really poured into that moment and allowed God to really use me, the heron came and flew right on the right side of me, so close. I was floored. I'm like, wow. So now today, I come back to the park and there are no birds. There are no dead fish, but there is healing. And now here I am. I don't know how many videos it's been, how many months it's been, but now here I am to provide healing for you. Allow God to use you. Allow God to use you. It is a beautiful thing when you do, okay? Today is going to be a beautiful day. Come on. It's going to be a beautiful day for you. You are going to go to a secret place with God, and you are going to really be able to hear what God is telling you to do on this day and every day moving forward. We only getting better. We're only getting closer to God. And if you're not getting closer to God, then you need to figure out how you can get closer to God. So that is my message of inspiration and hope. I need y'all to go get on your spiritual cloaks so that y'all can be in alignment. I love y'all so much. Thanks for sitting here watching this video, always pouring into me and pouring into yourselves. It makes the world a better place. I will always send you with peace, love, light, and joy. Till next time, family. Toodles.